What's up, you guys? Noobslayer11 here, and I had actually recorded a little part before this, but the audio kind of messed up or something. I guess I'm not sure what happened, but I did get 70 woodcutting last night, and I am currently working on 55 thieving, because what I found out is knights are actually level 46, and that would mean that my combat can go to level 45. And now, with that being said, I also found out that with cursing, it's kind of like how it is in Skyrim. It just kind of gives you a base experience no matter what. And there is a way to fail every single time, and you have to wear armor and these van braces that actually come with 40 range, which is good because, you know, my character is going to be an archer anyways. And so I think what my plan is here, I'm going to get 55 thieving, I'm going to get 40 range, and then I'm going to see what I can do magic-wise, and hopefully that won't level my combat up too much. But I do want to show you guys the surprise, and that is I did sell another 10,000 feathers to some guy this morning. Because of that, I now have 346,000 gold pieces in the bank, as well as all of these runes, which I was actually buying last night. And although last night I did say I didn't know what I was going to buy with the money, I have decided that I'm going to buy an Amulet of Glory, because as I said in a few videos ago, the Amulet of Glory actually increases the amount of gems that you get while you're mining. And if I ever want to train mining long term, that's, you know, probably something that I would want to get early on. But then I also found out that it's actually the best in slot amulet that you can actually get in the game. And so to get that early on as well is actually pretty nuts. So I'm going to work on my thieving here. I'm going to see if I can track down an Amulet of Glory somehow. And I'll get back to you guys in a second. It has appeared. I have tracked down an Amulet of Glory, and he says that he's going to be on his way. Now, originally I had thought that these were 150 and 200k a piece, but it turns out they're actually 240k a piece. So that is actually quite a big chunk of my cash pile. However, having over 100,000 gold is still actually pretty nice to me. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue thieving here. We got about 11,000 experience until 55, and oh, looks like he's here. Hello, sir. Gonna say hello. Just gotta wait. Okay. So gotta make sure that this is an Amulet of Glory for 240,000 gold. Thank you. So, I'm actually curious to know the bonuses of this, and it looks like you get plus 10 in every attack bonus, and plus 3 in every defense bonus, and it also gives you plus 6 strength and plus 3 prayer. I thought you could teleport with this. So it looks like you can teleport to Edgeville, Karamja, Draenor Village, or Alcaharan. But I'm not going to teleport with it yet, because I'm not entirely sure how to recharge it. So I think what it's going to do is it's just going to sit in my bank for now. But I am going to continue thieving here until I get level 55, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually test out that Amulet of Glory mining iron ore in the mine to the east. And, you know, I'll let you guys know how many gems I end up getting over time. I'll probably only go to level 45 or so, but yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so I was just starting to think that this thing doesn't work, and I'm still kind of thinking that I have to activate it somehow. I've gone from level 41 to almost 44, I suppose, now, and this is the first gem that I've gotten, and so it's kind of hard to tell if it's because of the necklace or because, you know, you just get gems while you're mining. So either I'm getting unlucky with getting them, or, you know, it's just the sample size isn't as big as it should be, or, like I said, maybe I have to activate it somehow. I guess you guys can let me know in the comments, seeing as you guys have probably played this game longer than I have. But I'm probably gonna go to 45 mining here, round it off at that level, and then I'm going to go and get 40 range somehow. I'm gonna look at different monsters that I can kill and see if maybe any of them drop some resources that I might need in the future. And so yeah, I will see you guys in 1 second. Alright, you guys, I think it is time for me to actually head to Camelot, because I was looking at some monsters that you can kill, and apparently Chaos Druids are a good way to get herbs for this herb lore skill here. And I can actually show you on the map. Let me switch over here real quick. And so basically I can take a boat, and it should take me around Camelot, or either this area here, but there's actually a tower right here that has Chaos Druids into it, and you can just pick the lock with a high enough thieving level, and you can just go running back and forth to the bank right here. Now, this area is actually very interesting because, as far as I can tell, this is the only spot right here with these reddish looking trees, which is actually maple trees. And I do need those to make a bow, and also said in a previous video that I wanted to do a murder mystery quest, which is actually at this Sinclair mansion here. And so there's actually quite a bit of stuff in this area that I actually want to do, and so I'm actually going to head over and take this boat back to wait a minute, go to Karumja. I'm going to look around a little bit because I thought that you could go somewhere else. Okay, so apparently you have to run to a different dock. So basically this will teleport you to Karumja, basically, and from here you actually have to run west, and there's another dock coming off this island that you can actually take a boat that will lead you not to Camelot, but I'm having a bit of trouble remembering what it is. Ardoin? Ardoron? Something along those lines. But I'm basically going to run over there now, and I will meet you guys in a second. Alright, it looks like we have made it to this other dock here, and from here I believe we should be able to travel to Ardoin. I guess I have nothing to hide. Unless you want some balls of wool in a bucket. Looks like he's going to charge me 30 gold to charter to the ship. And it looks like we have arrived at Ardoni. I have no idea. But we have arrived. And I am basically going to check around the city and look at some shops, basically look at things to do, and I will let you guys know what I find out in a minute. So, what I found out is there's actually a knight right here in this bank, and I'm gonna see how much gold it gives me. Really? 50 GP each? That's pretty interesting. So it appears that this shop sells a couple strange items that I haven't seen before, and so I think I might buy them just in case I need them for some quests. Probably buy some of that too. Probably buy some of these. But now I'm going to head up to the bank and actually show you guys the tower that I was talking about and showing you guys earlier in the map. Alright, so I have arrived at the tower. I'm gonna try and get in here. Looks like this guy's here too. I'm not entirely sure what level you need, but we're gonna see how I do against these Chaos Druids here. I know that they're relatively the same level as me. Looks like I'm not really doing a lot of damage. I think I might have to make my steel arrows, or at least wait until I hit 40 range, just so I can have that green D-hide armor that I had seen. It might help me do a little bit in terms of accuracy. But it looks like I've already gotten a herb here. It doesn't look like they're really damaging me too badly. They're really just hitting a couple twos every now and again. It might be something that is sustainable for my range training over the long term, because as far as I can tell, this is probably one of the best things that you can kill. Oops. Let me get back in here. Oh, he got in before me. Let me in. Okay. So, I'm probably just gonna kill these guys for a little bit, and then I'm gonna continue looking around the city for some things to do. Alright, you guys, I do have an update for everyone. I managed to make it to Camelot, and I finished Murder Mystery Quest, which had actually gotten me from level 3 to level 12 crafting. And so now I can actually pick flax and turn them into bowstrings, which I actually need for a maple bow, which I've been trying to get now, and that's the entire time that I've been talking. And so it seems like maple trees are a lot slower in terms of, you know, how many you get. And so I'm gonna have to check the experience on it. Maybe the experience is a lot more than willow trees. But I think in terms of training my stats, it might have to end up being some willow trees. So it did say that there was a spinning wheel upstairs here, but I didn't see it on my map. So there is one here, and I can actually check the experience on this flags here as well. So 21 to 36, alright, that's 15. Alright, so that's really not too horrible. It's a little slow, however, I feel like with how fast it took to pick and how fast it's taking to spin, I could definitely see myself maybe going to level 30 or so, but I feel like after that point it would really start to slow down. But it's certainly useful, so I think what I'm gonna do from here is I'm gonna be doing a little bit more testing. I'm gonna try and get my range to 40, and I guess I might just keep looking around the cities, considering I don't really know where anything is yet. Also, let me make this bow, and now I've made my own maple bow. Look at that. I'm a craftsman as well as a marksman. What's up you guys? Noobslayer11 back again. And I'm actually about to hit 40 range here. I will go ahead and show you the bank. I have reorganized it since you've last seen it. And open. Here we go. I kind of ruined the surprise already, but as you can see, I've reorganized my resources a little bit. I have all my willow longbows and feathers. I have all my logs and iron ores and all my gems that I've gotten for the most part from mining, I suppose, and random events. I also did try fishing some lobsters in Catherby, and it was very slow, needless to say. And these are all the herbs that I've collected so far, as well as all the beads that it took me to get this black one, unfortunately. And so I think I might have to start a bead collection, and whenever I see a imp, I'll just have to kill it out of spite, and hope that I can continue getting these over time, because I think that's just an odd item that, I don't know, not a lot of people would collect, I suppose. For cash, we're looking for we're at about 126k. But yeah, my plan is now I'm going to go and get my green D-hide, and I will see you guys in 1 second. Brother Triggs is a valued member, so it appears maybe I can trust this guy to come and bring me some armor. He told me to wait here, and so I guess that's what I'll do. I guess I'm not entirely sure how much it is, but I'll tell you what, I am willing to pay. I guess I'm not sure. 12,000 should be enough, right? Oh, here he is. Let's trade him. I'll just give him that. Thank you. And so now we can do my magic training. However, the only item that I actually need left is in Varrock, and so I will meet you guys there. Alright everybody, we have made it to Varrock, and we are making a couple of the items that we need now, which is some iron armor. So we're gonna make a plate body. Come on. We're gonna make some plate legs. Guess you need quite a bit delay before making something else. Need a full helm. And we also need a kite shield. Cool. And now we can go and grab some money, because I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use an earth staff, because this spell here actually requires 3 earth runes, and so I would want to use the staff that has the most amount of runes out of it, so I don't waste as much money. At least, I think that's a good idea. So we're gonna trade Zaf here. Let's see what the prices are. Looks like they're 1,500 apiece. And I already have the error staff, so we will just buy one of each of the rest of the ones. And let me actually see if my bonus is -65 once I get these green D-hide vambraces on. Let me actually, oh, I suppose I don't have so much run energy. Doesn't matter though, we're here. And give me these. So my magic is -65, which is what we were looking for. And so that means that when I go to do this spell, it should fail 100% of the time. However, I don't actually want to wear this right now, because I need level 19 first, And so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to end the video, and you guys will just see what level I get to in the next progress video. This is Noobslayer11 signing out.